My name is Samantha Wilcox, and I am the Daily Cardinal opinion editor, and welcome to the first episode of Let's Get Real with Samantha Wilcox. Our first topic is going to be about our fantastic Commander-in-Chief, Donald J. Trump. Where does one start talking about the lovely DJT? And the first news that is going to be that I read today was that he recently proposed that he wants to change the name of Denali, the mountain in Alaska, that was formerly McKinley. He wants to change it back to McKinley, undoing President Obama's name change that he did when he was in office. That's complete bullshit. And you want to know why? Because Donald Trump is absolutely and positively heartless when it comes to the opinions and the way that he treats Indigenous people in this country. Oh, girl, don't get me started on Donald Trump. And continuing on with our president, in other news, he was recently recorded saying that at the funeral of a slain soldier, or to the family of a slain soldier, he was recorded as saying that the family knew what they signed up for, or the soldier knew what they signed up for when he went to war and when he was killed. How does one defend such a comment? Honestly, it's disgusting. And this is just a continuation of multiple topics in which Donald Trump has insulted prisoners of war, when he insulted McCain, and when he makes comments about Gold Star families and how they probably shouldn't be talking or can't be talking because of their Islamic faith when they went up to Hillary's campaign, and so many things that Donald Trump obviously doesn't care about when it comes to the dignity and importance of veterans in this country, which is so funny because one of his main campaign promises was that he was going to do stuff for veterans. Well, guess what? Donald Trump is once again breaking a campaign promise, and he should not be our commander-in-chief. Oh my God, I hate this man. Other recent comments that our president has made are regarding the NFL protest, the Take a Knee movement that is overtaking the NFL currently. And it was started by Colin Kaepernick, former San Francisco 49ers quarterback, who was the first to take a knee during the national anthem. As a proud San Francisco 49ers fan, even though we currently suck, I think that was something that was really brave, and I am proud of Colin for taking a knee and for actually doing something with his status as a National Football League player. However, our president does not agree with such things and has since called for his supporters to leave the stadium if other players are taking a knee. I think our president, this is another example of him being completely and utterly out of the loop when it comes to anything regarding social progress that is not involving white people, because guess what? This is a commentary on the Black Lives Matter movement, which, guess what? Donald is not an African American man, so he cannot claim to understand the struggles that these people or that NFL players are living. And Donald Trump does not have the right to tell people to do what he wants them to do, because the fundamental pillar of the United States Constitution is free speech. And guess what? That is what Colin Kaepernick and other NFL players are exercising, is their free speech. So another example of Donald Trump just being completely and totally out of line when making commentary on social progression. I think it's ridiculous when people say that football players should just stick to playing football, because guess what? They have this huge platform on which they can share social progression, or they can help honestly, NFL players have the love and they're idols in this country, and they have the ability to potentially change the way this country sees a lot of social issues. For example, here in Wisconsin, the Green Bay Packers are gods, and if our players were able to use that level of icon that they are in this state, then they could potentially change the way that the people of Wisconsin and the people of America see these issues. And so by taking a knee and by doing these things, they're helping bring an issue that wasn't necessarily talked about, such as race in the United States, into the mainstream and into a way where we can discuss it as a country. When I say free speech does not equal hate speech. Free speech, everybody can believe what they want to believe. However, you cannot campaign something of hate or of supremacy. For example, white supremacy is not free speech. That is horrible and should be condemned in the most intense ways. Something that our president did not do for weeks or days. Hate speech is not free speech, and if for those people who are saying that if NFL players are going to use free speech as an example or as a justification for them to take a knee, then the white supremacists that took action in Charlottesville should use the free speech defense in order to justify their actions. That is complete and utter bullshit, because the two things are very different, and one stands for creating equality in this country, whereas the other one stands for the exact opposite, which is creating a social and racial hierarchy in which one group of people is better than another. And that is completely wrong.